In this lecture, I will explain you about designing of linear phase FIR filters. There are three methods of designing linear phase FIR filters. The first one is Fourier series method of designing FIR filters. Second one is windowing method of designing FIR filters. Third method is frequency sampling method of designing FIR filters. Now I will explain you about the first method, that is designing of FIR filters using Fourier series method. In this method, first frequency response of the desired filter is given. This is desired frequency response is summation from n is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity h desired of n e power minus j omega n. This h d of n is the filter coefficients, that is impulse response of the FIR filter, and this is the frequency response. Now this desired frequency response, an example magnitude function is shown here. This hd of e power j omega is periodic with a period 2 pi. Here this is an example frequency response function. If we take the hd of n, if we want to compute the hd of n, then it is inverse discrete time Fourier transform of the frequency response, that is hd of n. Now this hd of n impulse response, the value, the time index n extends from minus infinity to n less than or equal to plus infinity. That is, this particular impulse response is IIR, that is infinite impulse response. An example hd of n is shown here. From this figure you can observe that the impulse response is extending towards plus infinity and it is extending towards minus infinity. Now to compute FIR filter from this IIR filter, we need to truncate this hd of n, that is h of n is an FIR filter is equal to the desired impulse response is truncated over an interval of minus n minus 1 by 2 to plus n minus 1 by 2. The remaining samples are discarded. Only the samples, finite number of samples from minus n minus 1 by 2 to plus n minus 1 by 2 samples are considered. Remaining samples are zeros. Now this is a FIR filter, finite impulse response filter. If we compute the Z transform of this FIR filter, it will be from n is equal to minus n minus 1 by 2 to plus n minus 1 by 2 h of n z power minus n. If we expand this equation, this summation, then it will be h of minus capital N minus 1 by 2 z power minus becomes plus n capital N minus 1 by 2 plus so on up to h of minus 1 z power 1 plus h of 0 plus h of 1 z power minus 1 so on up to h of capital N minus 1 by 2 z power minus capital N minus 1 by 2. H of z can be rewritten as h of 0 plus summation from n is equal to 1 to capital N minus 1 by 2 h of n z power minus n plus h of minus n z power n. If we consider the h of n to be symmetrical impulse response about origin, then h of n is equal to h of minus n. If we use this particular relation in this h of z, the new h of z is h of 0 plus summation from n is equal to 1 to capital N minus 1 by 2 h of n z power minus n plus z power plus n. Now this h of z or the filter coefficients in this h of z are shown here. This is h of n. H of n, which is a truncated version of the h desired of n, is extending from minus capital N minus 1 by 2 to capital N minus 1 by 2. If we observe this one, h of n is not equal to 0 for n less than or equal to 0, meaning that this filter is not causal. Hence, h of z cannot be realized practically. So, if we want to realize h of z practically, then we need to push the samples from minus capital N minus 1 by 2 to other positive side. Then if you push by capital N minus 1 by 2 minus samples, then the filter coefficients will move towards the first quadrant. Then they are from 0 to capital N minus 1. Here h of n is equal to 0 for n less than or equal to 0. Then this filter can be realized practically. Hence, the filter h dash of z can be realized physically if we multiply the h of z with z power minus capital N minus 1 by 2. Next, I will explain you one designing method of low pass filter. This is the frequency response of ideal low pass filter. We can write mathematically this response as desired frequency response is equal to 1 for minus pi by 2 less than or equal to omega less than or equal to pi by 2, and is equal to 0 in the interval pi by 2 less than or equal to modulus omega less than or equal to pi. Now we will design FIR filter from this specification, that is for values of capital N is equal to 11, and next we will find its Z transform, that is physically realizable filter h of z. Now if we express this desired frequency response in the form of magnitude and corresponding phase, we will see that magnitude of this is 1 and phase is 0. Theta of omega is equal to 0, that is minus j dot 0 dot omega. From this theta of omega is equal to 0, we will find that alpha is equal to 0, that is the given frequency response is not a FIR filter. The filter is symmetrical about n is equal to 0. So the first step in designing the FIR filter is we will find the inverse discrete time Fourier transform of the given frequency response, that is 1 by 2 pi integral minus pi to plus pi desired frequency response e power j omega n d omega. If we expand this integration, that is from minus pi to minus pi by 2, it is 0, 0 plus minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, it is 1, minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, it is 1, plus integral plus pi by 2 to this one is plus pi 0 e power j omega n d omega n. Now this integral will be 0, this integral will be 0, and we are left over with this particular term, that is h desired of n is equal to 1 by 2 pi integral minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2 e power j omega n d omega. If we apply the integration to e power x, that is integral e power x is e power x. So here it is e power ax, then it will be e power ax by a. So 1 by 2 pi e power j omega n by j n from the limits minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. If we substitute these limits, we will get this equation. Then if we take this 2j inside, then 1 by n pi e power j n pi by 2 minus e power minus j n pi by 2 by 2j. This can be very similar to this equation, that is e power j theta minus e power minus j theta by 2j. Now this is exactly equal to sine theta. So from this one theta is n pi by 2, so sine theta sine n pi by 2 by n pi. Now if I write multiply and divide with 2, then I will get 1 by 2 half times sine n pi by 2 by n pi by 2. Here the important point that needs to be observed is the range of n. So the range of n is from minus infinity to plus infinity. The obtained desired filter response hd of n is half times sine n pi by 2 by n pi by 2, and the range of values of n is from minus infinity to plus infinity. From this one we will truncate this hd of n to given number of samples, that is 11. Now FIR filter h of n is equal to desired filter truncated for 5 samples, that is n minus 1 by 2, 11 minus 1 by 2 is 5 samples. So h of n is equal to half times sine n pi by 2 by n pi by 2, where the range of values of n is from minus 5 to plus 5 is equal to 0 otherwise. So we will get the filter coefficients as h of minus 5, h of minus 4, h of minus 3, h of minus 2, h of minus 1, 0, 1, 2, so on up to 5. And this particular impulse response is symmetrical about n is equal to 0. Next, we need to find these values from this equation. First, we will find the value of h of 0. So h of 0 is equal to, we will take the limit n tends to 0, half times sine n pi by 2 by n pi by 2. And this limit can be changed from limit n pi by 2 tends to 0, half sine n pi by 2 by n pi by 2. And the result is half, because limit theta tends to 0, sine theta by theta value is 1. Therefore, h of 0 value is half. Now, similarly, if you find the other values, we will get h of 1 is exactly equal to h of minus 1 and the value is 0.3183. h of 2 is equal to h of minus 2 is equal to 0. If you compute the other values, h of 3, h of 4 and h of 5, you will get these corresponding values. Now, if we write the Z transform for these filter coefficients, that is h of z is equal to h of 0 plus summation from n is equal to 1 to capital N minus 1 by 2 h of n z power n plus z power minus 1. If you substitute the values of h of 0, h of 1, so on up to h of 5, you are going to get h of z is equal to this particular equation. Now, this one is a non-causal filter. Now, in order to make this filter a causal one, we need to multiply this h of z non-causal filter with z power minus capital N minus 1 by 2. What will this multiplication factor will do? As the filter response is from minus n minus 1 by 2 to plus n minus 1 by 2. Now, we need to push the samples from minus n minus 1 by 2 to origin. That particular task is fulfilled by this particular component z power minus n minus capital N minus 1 by 2. Here, this value of capital N minus 1 by 2 is 5. So, this h of z need to be multiplied with z power minus 5. Realizable filter transfer function is h dash of z is equal to z power minus 5 h of z. And if we get the equation, h dash of z is equal to this equation. Now, from this h of z, we can find the causal filter coefficients. They are h of 0 is equal to h of 10, 0.0636. Similarly, we can find all the filter coefficients. After finding these filter coefficients, we observe that this h of n is symmetrical about alpha is equal to n minus 1 by 2, that is 5 samples. Therefore, this h of n is symmetrical and n odd. Now, after finding these filter coefficients and determining the case to be symmetrical and n odd, now if you find the frequency response of the designed filter, then it can be expressed as e power j theta of omega and h bar of e power j omega. Here theta of omega is equal to minus alpha omega, where alpha is equal to n minus 1 by 2 into omega. Now, this particular term is the zero phase frequency response. As we have learned that zero phase frequency response of the case symmetrical and odd is given by n is equal to 0 to 5 a of n cos of omega n. Now, we need to find these values of filter coefficients a of n. A of 0 is equal to h of capital N minus 1 by 2, that is equal to h of 5 is equal to 0.5. Similarly, we can find the coefficients a of n, that is twice h of capital N minus 1 by 2 minus n. If you find the values of a of 0, a of 1, so on up to a of 5, then if we write in this particular equation, the final zero phase frequency response is h bar of e power j omega is equal to 0.5 plus 0.6366 cos omega minus 0.212 cos 3 omega plus 0.127 cos 5 omega. This is the frequency response of the linear phase FIR filter. This h bar of e power j omega can be plotted by varying the values of omega from 0 degrees to 180 degrees. 0 to 180 degrees. Now, on the x-axis, we have taken 20 logarithm of magnitude of h bar of e power j omega, and the y-axis from 0 to pi in degrees. If you plot by varying omega, you are going to get the frequency response like this. This is the pass band and this is the stop band. So frequency response of linear phase FIR low pass filter.